Don't mind me, bro. I've been working out recently, trying to get some gains. It's not too crazy right now, but just gotta get some going on. So it's just wanted to show a little bit. Don't mind me. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so I want you to take a look at me real quick. You see a 21-year-old man. What do you think I could be like in the future? Like, just take a look at me and just come up with a vision. Do you think that I could become successful in what I'm already doing with YouTube and my comics and shit? Or do you think eventually I'll be a 25-year-old man with 3 kids? Or do you think I'm gonna look like a junkie? Or do you think I'm gonna be stuck working an office job? You guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments first, right? But regardless of what your answer is, I think all those fates are way better than ever becoming a Disney adult. So if you guys don't know what a Disney adult is, it's basically what the name implies. It's when you're an adult and you just fallen into this whole flesh pit of consumerism and shit like that. You've probably seen it a lot throughout like TikTok and maybe like Facebook. I mean, come on, they all be posting on Facebook. But it's a bunch of adults who like pretty much devote their lives to Disney. As in, like, they're willing to go over into debt for Disney. They're willing to move all the way to Florida just to go to Disney. They're taking their kids out of school for Disney. It's really something that needs to be addressed on a more public scale. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, and I feel like this is generally a problem that really, like, psychologically hurts people. Now people are quick to come with the defense that, oh, as long as they're happy and stuff like that. On a surface level, that is fair, but the more that you think about it, I think that kind of makes you a shitty person for enabling like a behavior that will soon basically kill somebody, like kill themselves. I mean, I'm coming across TikToks doing research on this video, and I'm coming to find out that niggas are going into almost 200 G's in debt into this shit. But it's because they're happy. It's okay, right? Let's not talk about their financial burden and stuff like that. I mean, just as long as they're happy hanging it out with Mickey, I mean, it's okay. Why are we to judge? Like, no, I think you're just a bad person if you're encouraging that kind of behavior. So, we're gonna go look at a few videos just talking about this shit. Now, obviously, I hope you guys aren't doing this, right? And it kind of sucks that I have to make this clear, but just in case the mods are watching, but don't go harassing anybody in this video. This video is also not meant to serve as a video to harass people or anything like that. This is more of like a social awareness thing, just to, critique somebody that should not be enabled, trying to put down non-healthy habits, promote healthy habits, because let's be real, these are all bad things, and these are things, we're here to help people, and I'm here to help you to be the kind of person that I wouldn't want you to be, because I want better for all of my viewers, okay? I don't want you guys going into debt for Disney. I don't want you guys gaining over 500 pounds going into Disney. I want y'all to I want the healthiest of niggas to just watch my shit. I want to communicate with like a healthy ass community, bro. That's why I want the best for y'all. Let's get into this shit.
Have you been dying to ride Monsters Unchained? You weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Ashley wears a size 5X and unfortunately was not able to fit in the modified seat.
Now, if you're going into a Disney park or really any amusement park for that matter, and you're having a concern that you may not be able to fit into a ride, I think that's kind of crazy. I used to remember that I was a little G-wee lad, and I would be sad that I couldn't get on the big boy ride. But I think it would be even more hurtful that now that I'm an adult and I'm not able to even fit in a ride that pretty much every adult can fit into, and posting on the internet, I don't know. I mean, me personally, I think I'll be mad upset, right? Like, it's very concerning that you have to walk into a place and feel this type of way, right? Now, obviously, this is a whole different video on its own. Just watch Big Craig for a video about it. Obviously, there are some conditions where people, it's hard for them to control their weight and stuff like that, right? It's hard for them to control their size. There's a whole lot of factors about it, but it should be known that it should not be expected to accommodate to people that struggle with weight gain and being obese and whatnot, because after all, it's not healthy if you're struggling to you know, with how you're already eating and your stuff like that, it's already a sign that there's not a healthy habit that's in play at the moment. You're in there because of an unhealthy habit. And, you know, obviously you want to be nice to everybody. Y'all want to be pro clutches and Puritans and stuff like that. But you guys have to realize that you're kind of a shitty person for encouraging this kind of behavior, because this is unhealthy and this is the kind of thing that leads to premature deaths. You know what I'm saying? We should try and promote a more healthy lifestyle. And, you know, people could probably end up walking into a Disney park without the concern of not being able to fit into a ride, because I generally think that is so crazy. It's just like, why even go in the first place? That is like the title of that video said, which is a compilation. It's a wake-up call, because if that happened to me, that I couldn't fit in a ride, I think that yes, I would have to make some type of change, because god damn, that would hurt like a motherfucker.
You just spent $1,000 on this car. It's all Disney. And then Wendy's.
We went to Disney once in November, and then we went a couple weeks ago.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
I'm going twice in January.
What the are you guys?
We took our nephew for his birthday.
His birthday.
And then we went for my birthday.
Your birthday.
And then we're going for our nephew's birthday in January.
His birthday. I don't give a shit about birthdays. And a little piece of cake. We could even put Mickey on it.
I like to do mine at Disney.
Why don't you do that when you're out of debt and have fully funded emergency fund and you're on track for retirement?
Almost half the people at Disney are going into debt.
45% of parents with children under the age of 18 have gone into some kind of debt going to Disney World. But you know what the even more shocking part is? Most of them say the biggest budget breaker is food and drinks. You know, Disney's really good at penny pinching if you come unprepared.
Are getting to life goals. What is your philosophy on this? Just, is it an entitlement thing? Do you think because it's your birthday you deserve to do all this stuff, even though you are not in a position to afford it? 2 Disneys in these last couple months, 2 Disneys next month. What the actual rich people don't do that. Rich people don't do this. Probably why they're rich, but rich people don't do that. And you guys are doing it. You guys are literally poor. Great income, but you're poor because you allow yourself to go into horrible debt.
Yeah, so this is crazy. Like, this has to be suicide. There's no way in hell that people are getting the money. It's probably through like loans or something like that, using afterpays and whatnot just to pay for their trips at Disney. I generally think this is insane. Now, listen, if I was a GWE lad and, you know, I came across a friend that goes to Disney every summer, I'd be like, hey, okay, you know, that's pretty cool, man. Hey, bro, your family must got money like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all active. And, you know, hey, shoot. Hey, try and invite me, bro, one day. You know what I'm saying? Let me try and come slide one summer, bro. Let's all go to Disney together, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I found out you went like twice in a summer, I'd be like, okay. But if I'm finding out that you go like every month, dude, you know, I really got to start like questioning. Do you not have any other form of entertainment, my nigga? Like, what is so special about Disney that you really cannot get anywhere else? Do you ever get old of Disney? Do you ever get tired of Disney? What rides are in Disney that cannot compete with any other rides? All right, so let me tell you a little story. First time I went to Disney, I was about 4 or 5 years old, right? And I have really vivid memories of my experience at Disney. That's probably when I just started like developing memories. Hold on. Make sure y'all stay hydrated. Gamer subs, make sure you sponsor me, bro. We'll collab soon, right? And back to what I was saying. The most recent time that I went to Disney was like 2 years ago, actually. No, not even 2 years ago. I think it was the summer of 2025. Oh shit, I could be lying like a bitch. It was like spring 2025. Nah, I remember now. It was like spring 2025. And you know, that was basically like a 15-year gap from like my vacations with Disney. And like, dude, there was like Disney everywhere, man. Like everywhere, and obviously going to Disney, but sorry, let me let me rephrase that sentence. So I went to Florida, and even when I'm not at Disney World or Animal Kingdom or Epcot or whatever, like, oh my god, like I be seeing Disney placement everywhere. I remember I went to a Walmart, and I don't know if it's because that Walmart just so happens to be closer to the Disney Worlds, but there was Disney shit outside the wazoo, man. I don't know if this is like a seasonal thing. I don't know if it's just because the Walmart was closer. I don't know if this is just what Florida be doing. If anybody lives in Florida in the chat, please let me know. Like, do y'all be having Disney shit all over the stores, like in general like that? I have no idea, bro. You guys just let me know. But it's like, it gets to a point and you just see that shit everywhere. You know, it's like this shit is turning into fucking Midgar. You're gonna see the Shinra. You're gonna see Shinra logos everywhere. It's like, do you want that? Do you want to live under a brand your whole life? It's like you're a slave to this shit, but it's like you're happy to be a slave, like a mindless slave to this shit. I think that shit kind of sad and tragic. You know what's like absolutely crazy is like there's grown adults that will like see like a costume, a character, but you guys have to understand. I think these people fully know that deep down there's somebody in that costume dying of a heat stroke, asshole itchy and everything, bro, sweating, and they gotta hug grown ass adults, bro. Mind you, these niggas probably came in with the expectations of, you know, hanging with the kids and stuff like that. Because, you know, when you think of Disney World, you would think of a place for kids to have fun. Not a grown-ass adult crying because they saw Goofy or fucking Winnie the Pooh or whatever character, bro. And it's like, maybe the adult is using their imagination or whatever, right? But it's like, tell me how you think of that as an adult compared to a kid. Like, obviously it's a kid. They have no concept of like a guy in a costume doing a job or something like that. Matter of fact, a Goofy costume is probably gonna be like, Disney is probably gonna be the only place you will actually see characters moving like that. You know, they probably don't really think that shit because kids have like a bigger imagination. With kids, we expect that from kids. We expect it from children. That's why we let it slide with kids. But when you see that shit with an adult, that is crazy. And if you guys are willing to defend that, but you're gonna see me do it, because I know if I did that, y'all niggas gonna roast me. Y'all niggas gonna flame me. Y'all finna put me up on a stake if I did that shit. But let me guess, the middle-aged woman does it and it's alright, right? Like, this shit is insane. That's not okay. That's not okay. We can't be encouraging this. I understand, like, yes, you know, adults have to be creative, use the imagination. But when I think of that, I'm thinking of like writing stories, coming up with solutions to problems and stuff like that. When it comes to content creation, I don't know, something. Not crying over seeing somebody that's in a costume. And you know what makes it worse? Like, I don't know how true this is, but it's like, apparently, like, if you're playing a character in a costumes, like, and you're going to hug a guest or something like that, you're not the one that's supposed to let go. You have to wait for the person to stop hugging the guy in the costume. Therefore, if you're the one working in the costume, you're probably gonna have to deal with that shit for a long ass time. That shit better pay well, bro. I can never work that shit, bro. Yeah, bro, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I generally do find it crazy. Once again, I have to make this clear. Don't go harassing niggas, bro. Don't go harassing the people you see in the video. This is not a bullying video. This is fair criticism and promoting healthy habits, because I want everybody to be happy. I am not being hateful, and that's for damn sure. All right, I'm just letting it be known that, you know, I generally wouldn't want anybody, like, I think it's cool that you can go to Disney if you can generally afford Disney without being in debt and stuff like that. Then, you know what, then by all means, bro, go ahead, do whatever you want to do, right? But if you're going into debt for Disney, if you're not working on your lifestyle for Disney, if basically your whole life is Disney, then it's something that needs to be called out, because you're basically killing yourself over a corporation that probably don't even give a fuck about you like that, for real. Unless you can really like advertise them the big bucks, I really don't think you should devote your life to a company as such as Disney. Like let's be real. Remember that one time Disney was trying to take down a nigga because his son died and they used the Spider-Man coffin for that shit. Remember when that happened? That's fucked up. I mean, that's just not okay. But yeah, I don't know. These are some habits that we just can't be promoting like that. It's not good for you. It's not good for you mentally. You know, obviously we do all have an inner childhood in us. I understand that. That's okay. I still have an inner child in me too, but I can't always just use that as an excuse to be happy when I know I have to face whatever problems that I have. You have to overcome your problems. You have to overcome your demons and shit like that, bro. That's how you can truly be happy. And you can be happy outside of other things instead of just Disney. And you would just be an overall, you know, happy person in general. You'll just be way better, you know, if you actually came to problems and stuff like that. So if you want to be one of those people that want to spam Disney, clear all your debts, be a healthy person, and literally, like, don't do anything that could end up killing you in the long run. Y'all have yourselves a damn good one.